Welcome to the Berkeley Arts Center and to the 35th anniversary of Asian American Women Artists Association. Sherry and I organized this get-together to try to show this exhibit more to a lot of people who may not have made it. And so I really welcome you. Thank you so much for coming. I'm Betty Cano, one of the co-founders. This is Sherry Aride-DeBoer. Betty DeBoer Cano, sorry. I want to keep my middle name there. And I think that we're going to start off. How should we start off? With talking about the art, or want to say a few words?
Yeah, we can just start off with, it's very informal, as you can see, tour. So like half a dozen of the artists are here, so we're going to ask them to talk a little bit about their pieces first. The curator, unfortunately, curator, Christina, is sick, so she couldn't come. She's very sad she couldn't make it. But because at the reception, she gives this great tour in depth. She put a lot of research into this show, a lot about the starting of Asian American Women Artists Association in 1989 and how things got started, and the artists here that weren't involved or kind of on the periphery or had impacted the organization starting. And one of her themes is the relationships the artists had with each other and how they supported each other, and which was the main goal of starting it, to get more representation within the arts community and institutions.
And learn to support each other as a community. It's one thing that the Bay Area could have more of, is a visibility and stronger networking of artists, so that there is just more validation for being an artist. I think that's what we're striving for. So with that said, Sherry, why don't you start with your work?
Okay, well, since we're all in the middle here, that makes sense. So this is my piece, and it's called The Library of My Imagination, and I started it in 2009 when AAWAA did a project called A Place of Her Own, A Place of Your Own, and it posed the questions: if you could have a place of your own, what would it be? And mine was a library, like my ideal library and archive, where you have lots of natural science resources and maps and books that I imagined I could use for references for my own life and my own art. So this cabinet represents that library that I carry with me. So we did AAWAA did an artist in residency, 9 of us artists at the Dion Education Department back in 2009. And so I worked on it there, and people would come visit and chat during the day, and then after the museum closed, we could work for a few more hours and actually get some work done. And so my husband, who's outside, probably many of you met, actually built it. So I designed it, and then he built it. And, yeah, and so since then, it's I added, like, this year, when I knew it was going to show here, I added this little drawing inside that represents another ideal little library. And I actually had it show like this, so you can just kind of peek in at it. And then on the other side, let me tell you. So these are some of my artist books. So I do printmaking mostly, and then it's evolved into making some artist books. This one is my relationship with water, and then this one is a nap kit, and you're welcome to look at this. Naps were very important to me at this time when I was working on all this, and it's kind of a tongue-in-cheek thing of the importance and the liberation of naps. We need to support that more in the workplace, I guess, and some other things. And on the other side is the curator. Christina had the idea because I was on the board of the AAWAA as an artist and then as a board member for many years, and so she wanted to have the other half represent different exhibitions and the work of AAWAA. So, and then there's some other swag things. At the beginning of COVID, we did a little artist thing. So that's my little artwork